In this video, I'll be showing you how to take your therapies and appointments and sync them to your Google, your Apple, or your Microsoft Outlook calendar. This is a very powerful feature within Therapyzen that allows you to live on the calendar of your choosing, which if you use one of these third-party calendars, it can be much more convenient for you to have all your therapies and appointments migrate to those calendars so you can still use your mobile devices that are hooked up to your personal calendars using any one of those services we just talked about. So the synchronization process is very easy. You can see I'm logged into Therapyzen here, and all I need to do is go to my profile. So to get there, I just click on this little profile icon up at the top right, and that takes me right to my profile in Therapyzen. And the first tab on the profile is the availability tab for clinicians, your appointment availability. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here, and here is a button, sync your appointments with Google, Apple iCalendar, or Outlook. And I'm going to go ahead and click this button here to sync my appointments. Okay, and that will present me with a form here to make a selection as to which one of these different tools I want to sync my appointments to. So Google Calendar is selected by default. I've got Apple and Outlook. So the process is a little bit different for each one of these different services. So for instance, for Outlook, I'll need to copy this URL and then go into Outlook and follow these steps and paste that URL into a field that they'll ask for when you follow these steps. The same goes for Apple. If I click that tab, I'll need to copy this URL and then go to my iCalendar and follow these instructions to paste that URL into iCalendar to let the synchronization begin. And then finally, there is Google Calendar. This one works a little bit differently. The integration here is much more streamlined. All I need to do here is just click this button, Sync with Google Calendar Now. Please make note of this here at the top and make sure you are logged into your preferred Google account when you are actually doing this process. So for whichever Gmail account you want to link to, just make sure you have that opened up in a tab where you're logged into that Gmail account. So I'm going to go ahead and sync now. So I'll click Sync with Google Calendar. That'll bring me to the integration page for Google Calendar. And all I need to do here is just enter my Gmail address. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, I've got my Gmail address in there. Once I'm ready to go ahead and sync, I'll click Continue. And I'll get this little notification that my Google account is now connected. I'll return to my profile. And once I return back to my profile, that's it. I'm all done. And once you get synced up to Google, one thing you can do is to verify that you are in fact synced to Google. If you go to your Google security page within your Google account, there is a page that shows you all of the apps connected to your Google account, whether it be Gmail, your calendar, or any of the other services they provide. And the last thing to know about syncing your appointments to any one of those calendar services is for scheduling appointments, that still must happen inside of Therapyzen. You cannot schedule in those third-party calendars and have those appointments come back into Therapyzen. You still must create the appointments in Therapyzen, and those will migrate to those services. So it's a one-way type of migration. And that's it. That's how you sync your appointments to Google Calendar, Apple iCalendar, or Outlook.